Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips that I've learned and that I've experienced when moving to LA that I hope can help you guys. I know I'm not the only one that wanted to move or wants to move to LA, so I hope some of these tips help you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Stop the video and go subscribe. But stay tuned if you're interested in this topic. So the first tip I'm going to tell you guys about is to prepare. I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but make sure you prepare. Start saving up. Start getting your funds together. Contrary to belief, there's no set amount that you need to move out here. It's not like you need like $4,000 or more or whatever. But make sure you have a safety net. That's in everything you do. You always want to make sure you have a safety net. You save up. Just put aside a savings or something like that, so that way you have something to fall back on once you move out here. As far as credit, if you don't have any credit, go ahead and get you a small credit card. You can buy your gas on there and then pay it right back off. So that way you can start building up your credit. The next topic would be number 2 is job searching. Once you get out here, use your resources. Things like Indeed. I used Indeed, uploaded my resume on there. And literally, I was able to find jobs left and right. I was able to choose what job I wanted to work at instead of having to take the first job that was offered to me. And also, LA is a very competitive city. So you want to make sure when you go on these job interviews, you look the part. Your makeup is done, your hair is done. You just want to bring your A game all around, because they judge you on every single thing out here, and there's a ton of other people that may look the part that they may choose over you, because it's all about the look, unfortunately, here. So just make sure you bring your personality. Literally every interview that I went on, I got. And that just speaks to, I was able to exude my personality. I made sure I looked the part, and especially if you're black, you have to step it up even more, so make sure you do that. The next tip I would have, which is tip number 3, is make sure you take a trip out here before you move. Kind of get to know the area, look at different cities and things like that. Learn the traffic, because it's a whole new wave of driving out here. Speak to locals. Use your resources. Speak to the locals. They have lived here. They know more about the areas, which places you should move, which places you shouldn't move to. So speak to them. They can definitely give you some insight. That's what we did, and it helped tremendously. The next one kind of ties into the previous one, but with the job thing, LA is very expensive. They are not lying when they tell you if you want to live in a good area or an area close to everything, it is very expensive. Right now, the apartments that we're looking into, which I'm going to have a vlog. I may have put the vlog up already, so go check that out. But they're about $3,400, $3,000 to $3,400 for the apartment. So it's no joke. It is very expensive. So make sure you find a good job so that you can live in a good area. You don't want to come all the way out to California and have to live like 2 hours away from the scene and all of that. So the next tip is going to be to forget everything you know. Especially if you're coming from a place like Georgia or somewhere that's completely different. It's a whole other world out here. Even as far as like grocery stores, driving, everything is different here. So you just kind of have to wipe the slate clean and start fresh. Just one thing to give an example for is when you go grocery shopping, they don't give you grocery bags in California. You have to bring your own bags or pay for bags. It's actually a law that was just passed. So it sucks, but that's something that is just different. Everything is just different out here. What else? Oh, and like grocery stores. I'm used to Kroger and Bilo and things. That's what we have in Georgia. I looked everywhere for a freaking Kroger. There's no Kroger out here. There's Ralph's, Trader Joe's, things like that, which I had never even gone to. So the next tip is going to be parking in LA. Parking in LA is crazy. Cray. Okay? So, especially if you have a license tag or a license ID that still says your old state, like mine still says Georgia, that gives cops leeway to pull you over faster than someone with a California license. So make sure you are parking in a garage. I always try to park in a parking garage just to make sure my car is safe. They tow like crazy out here. So if you don't want to do that, you can always Uber or Lyft. Uber is tripping right now. You can always Lyft. So use Lyft. They're very inexpensive and very convenient, especially if you plan on going out in LA. No drunk driving, because they pull people over for drunk driving like crazy. And I actually have a story about that I can tell you guys in another story time video. But anyway, okay, the HOV lane. I did not know about an HOV lane. We don't have one of those in Georgia. So what that is basically is if you have 2 or more people in your car, then you can get in this separate lane, and that goes much faster than the rest of the lanes in traffic. So I would suggest if you're going somewhere you need to get there fast or long distance, something like that, drive with another person in your car. That way you can use that HOV lane, and it'll cut down the drive or the time dramatically. So word to the wise. So the next tip I have for you is when everyone thinks about moving to California, they think about moving to downtown LA. No. That downtown LA, it's very dirty. It's not the safest, and I just think, and a bunch of locals just agree that it is not the best place to move. Where you want to concentrate is the cities around in LA, which is like Glendale, Burbank, Sherman Oaks, Van Nuys, Studio City. All of those surrounding cities will be the best place in LA to move. It's safer. The San Fernando Valley, the Valley, all of those places are where basically your jackpot as to where you want to move in LA. Okay, the next one is going to be a little bit on a personal level. Make sure when you come out here, you are comfortable and you know who you are as a person. There's a bunch of different things out here that can tempt you and bring you down, as in drugs, alcohol, just partying too much. It's a bunch of things out here that can change you as a person, and you want to be careful about so that you don't fall victim to those. Next topic I would have is give yourself at least 6 months when you get out here to get acclimated to the new settings, to this new scenery, and just to LA. Like I said, it's a whole new lifestyle out here. So I think a good 6 months will help you to get prepared and help you once you move out here. The next tip would be to just go ahead and start eating better, because people out here are fit. You always want to make sure you stay ahead of the game. Next tip is kind of like a minor tip. It's just make sure that you invest in a lot of light cardigans, because it gets really cool at night, but then it can be very hot during the day, which is weird. In Georgia, it's hot. If it's hot, then it's hot all day. But here, it doesn't matter how hot it gets in the daytime, it will get really cool at night, which makes sense. When the sun's down, it's not hot anymore. But yeah, okay, there you go. And lastly, use Groupon. Groupon, there's so many places in California you can vacation to, things you can do if you use Groupon. Groupon is life, so use it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other questions or any other things you'd like me to answer, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can message me, anything like that. Add me, follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Snapchat. That's all I have, really. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.